Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Video Gaming News. Today we're talking about Destiny versus Halo. And first up is Destiny. We'll move into Halo here in a second. I'm going to voice over the voiceover. The guy is going to be talking about this demo
Darla.
here and blah
Hey,
blah
Joe.
blah.
Come on over.
I'm all geared up, ready to go.
Well, the plan is, you and me, we're gonna fight through that wall, meet up with Josh on the other side.
Sweet, I'll take point.
So anyway, the graphics on this game look really stellar. In the top left, you've got your standard radar, and in the bottom left, you've got your standard, guns with bullets left in the clip and all that crap. So, Destiny's a giant open world. Versus Halo, which is a very linear, level-to-level type game, and this is basically a game. Destiny's basically a game where you can explore anything, you can do anything that you want to do, you can go anywhere. You can play as 3 different types of races, and I think that there are 3 different job classes as
How
well.
we looking?
Getting dark.
Okay, wait 1 sec, and I will take out my ghost.
We always visit such cheerful places.
So, okay, the Ghost is actually the voice of Peter Dinklage. Anybody who's ever watched the HBO series Game of Thrones, who,
Oh, it looks even better up here.
by the way, is a fantastic book series. If you haven't read the books, you need to read the books. But the HBO series is pretty good. They kind of stray away a little bit. Not talking about that right now. Maybe I'll do one eventually. But anyway, Peter Dinklage plays the role of Tyrion Lannister, and he's hilarious in everything that he does. He's basically an imp, and he's a drunkard. He drinks all the time, and he beds whores, and that's all he does. Anyway, so the voice actors in the Halo series are all really great. They have a lot of really big names that come into it. David Cross was one of the voice actors for one of the Marines, and you had Incubus that played on some of the soundtracks for Halo 2. And you've got just a lot of big names that are coming into it because Halo is a really big series. It's a giant franchise. And I was a little dismayed whenever they shot Chief out into space at the end of the 3rd one and all that. But I was always wondering when they were going to make another game. So now we've got, Halo 4 coming up in a minute after, the Destiny reveal that we're going through right now. And, Halo 5 is about to come out. And it's a great series that is going to continue on and on and on. I think that eventually they'll put an end to it. There's been different types of games with like Colonial Marines, and there's a
Going left.
ODST that came out, and I think that the Destiny universe is going to be enormous. Like I said, it's a giant open world. It's this huge sprawling world to venture out in, and you can go to different planets. I think you can go to Mars and Venus, and you can go to the moon, and all different kinds of stuff. So once you build your ship on Destiny, you'll be able to go out into space and basically have a lot of free roam. I kind of liken it to like basically Halo meets Mass Effect.
They're pulling back to you.
It's going to be kind of an RPG, but at the same time, it's got that Halo quality where you can super jump and throw grenades and all that. So there's special abilities and all different kinds of stuff that they're throwing into it. Another perk that's in this game, which they're going to highlight after they kill this giant guy that comes out of this black tunnel.
Hey, don't get too close. No, Darla.
Anyway, you can mod out the weapons, and you actually have there's a bunch of different weapons in Destiny, and they all have different levels and characteristics in it. So as you level up and you get more proficient with that specific weapon, there are benefits and perks that kind of come along with that. And it just kind of the more you shoot with that weapon, the more you gain experience with that weapon, the more you do stuff with that weapon, you get these perks and whatnot. And it's basically like a perk tree in any of your favorite role-playing games.
Come on back.
I don't know if you caught that or not, but that was press square to revive Darla,
The Thunder
which
Lord.
means that this is all running on the PlayStation 4.
There are a lot of awesome weapons in Destiny. Thunderlord is one of the best. Exotic heavy machine gun. It's got a sweet talent tree. The one up top, Rolling Thunder. Explosive rounds. When I get that one, this gun's gonna be a beast. But it's pretty good right out of the gate. Check it out. Yes! Feels good? Let's see how it sounds. Plug your ears, Darla. Uh-huh.
It's pretty sweet, but check out what I got. New sniper rifle.
Ah, yeah. I do like the long rifle, especially when it's covered with netting. What's its name?
Better than yours?
Anyway, so haha, that was funny dialogue there. Moving on, the graphical quality of this is like a step up from Halo, and this is all based mostly on Earth, and all of this gameplay
We made it
and
through the wall.
Sweet.
the
Nice work,
weapons and
partner.
stuff are all based in like a future technology and all that. There you're looking at these old shuttles that should have gone out into outer space a long time
Hey,
ago
guys.
during some kind of an evacuation.
How's it going, Josh?
Doing all right.
This is
Guys,
kind of an
we,
interesting
been
joining
talking
right here
your
where this
life?
other player comes in.
Absolutely.
All
Your
right.
player can link up with
Something
you
on
at
your
any
back.
time
Oh, this? Here, let me get that
and
for
just be dropped off
Here's
in the
my
world
rocket
wherever
launcher.
you are,
you. It was raised
and
by wolves.
Nice.
just an airplane or a craft will just kind of fly overhead, and then they kind of beam you down. And right here, you've got like the first signs of something crazy going on in the world itself, where this ship kind of
What
drops in
is
from
that?
some kind of a gate or whatever, and it flies
That doesn't look
overhead.
friendly.
And in a second, you've got this this joining of all these different characters that are
Big
playing
boat.
online, and this happens constantly throughout the game. You have the option to play with these.
Sweet, it's a public
Here, it's a
event.
public
Let's do it,
event. That's what
guys.
they call it. But you get to play with a bunch of different other characters, and then you can either choose to go with them, or you could have just gone to the left and ventured off where the source of the ship came in, and basically do whatever you want. It's completely open roam. You don't have to stick with these people. This is completely, it's not linear like Halo is. And I think they took a lot of the best features from Halo and then kind of mirrored what Mass Effect is doing and said, we can do that
It's got a
better,
Devil Walker.
and they created this giant world. So now we've got our first glimpse at like this tank-like thing, and it's called the Devil Walker. And I kind of compared them to, you know, wraiths in anything Halo, where your wraiths are kind of like these tanks that are built by the Covenant, and they come in and they just bombard you and kick the shit out of you. So that's what the Devil Walker is, which is the point of this public event, because it takes a lot of people and a lot of resources to be able to take this thing down. The next thing I'm going to say is, earlier they fought that guy that killed Darla, and they get their weapon drops, like this dude got the Thunder Lord and she got a sniper rifle. So whenever you kill and take down the Devil Walker, you get your own specific drops. And no matter how many players are in this little community right now, everybody gets their own specific job, or drop for their job class. And that is way cool.
I got him.
So, anyway, we're just going to let this video wrap up, and then we're going to jump to Halo real quick.
All right, fire team, way to go.
There.
And of course, Master Chief is one of the most iconic Xbox community characters of all time. The only reason why I bought an Xbox in the first place was so I could play Halo. Not to say that that was the only game that I enjoyed while I played Xbox, but that was it. Master Chief is the same guy in the same armor, and his armor's getting dinged up, his visor's getting cracked over time, and his armor's kind of wear and tear. Everybody loves the Master Chief. Anyway, so in comparison to Destiny, Halo is a linear type game. You get put into a level, you know what to expect from the level, you know where the enemies are going to come from, you know how they're going to bombard you, you know all of this stuff. I think the future of Halo, they would do something kind of similar to Destiny. where you have kind of a giant open world where you can walk around in and stuff, but it's still the Master Chief, and the way it works is that you've got a level in single-player co-op, and they haven't really released anything in Destiny along the lines of multiplayer. And everybody that plays Halo plays it for the multiplayer. I personally love the campaigns versus the multiplayer, because, well, honestly, same thing with Call of Duty. There's a lot of douchebags out there, and I like the environments. I like the environments that they took time to build, and the storyline's great. So,
I don't think we're the only ones in here.
with every installment of Halo, they up the graphics a little bit. They up the amount of weapons that are in it, and they throw these new abilities and stuff like that, like you would get like the bubble shield in Halo 3 and stuff like that. You get these new perks and these new weapons and all that. So it's basically taking the same game and they regurgitate it and put it out in a new platform or a new world, and you just kind of go from there. Like in Halo 3, you didn't really fight the Covenant as much. You fought the brutes. In Halo 2, you were fighting a little bit of both, and then you went as the Arbiter, and you played as the Covenant to go out against the brutes and stuff, and the overthrowing of this social government. So obviously, we're looking at Halo 4 here. Graphics are pretty badass. Everybody has probably played this game by now, so we know how it ends. In a way, I don't like how they took the old school weapons like the assault rifle and made it slightly better. Everybody bitches about the pistol in Halo 1 and thought that it was a cheap weapon. I loved it. I loved using the pistol. But they basically took these weapons and said, okay, these players are getting kind of pissed off about this. Let's reanimate it a little bit. Let's do something different. And Destiny comes fully loaded with a giant world full of weapons to obtain and all that. So, in terms of weapons, your Destiny universe is going to have a lot more weapons in it, and your Halo universe is still kind of lacking in terms of weapons. They are very creative with their weapons, I will say, and the storyline is always incredible with the Halo series. I'm not knocking the Halo series at all. I love the Halo series, but I'm saying I personally think that Destiny is going to be a better game. I think it's going to be a lot more fun to play than Halo. And Halo is more your arena style fighting. You go out and you do like a super jump off of the thing, and you throw some grenades down, and you blast a guy in the face with a shotgun, and then you pull out your sword and knife a couple of people in before you plasma grenade some guy in the face and then get out and duck around a corner or whatever. So that's Halo.
Mayday, mayday! Code red! Hostile elements attempting to gain entrance to the Infinity Bridge!
We need to move.
We're not alone. Switching visor.
Oh God! What are those things? Immediate assistance! All units, please respond!
I was put into service 8 years ago. AIs deteriorate after 7.
So you guys have seen all this before. It's nothing new, nothing spectacular. Been there, done that kind of deal. I want to hear about what your thoughts are about Destiny versus Halo. Feel free to make suggestions or your own opinions in the comments below. You can subscribe to my YouTube page at Vigigaming News on YouTube, or you can subscribe and follow us on Twitter at Vigigaming News, or you can like us on Facebook at Gaming News in LeetSpeak. So without further ado, let's see what you guys have to say. Thanks for watching. You guys are awesome. Peace out.